I can make the text larger. We're live.
Hey guys.
Brandon can't see.
Yeah, I'm about ready for classes.
Perfect. Made the font old man size.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that.
Now I can read your comments without snuggling with Josh.
Hello, everybody. We have new stuff to show you today, and not just the few things that you see here in front of you, but we'll go over some of that first.
No leaks.
No leaks yet. The things that are new are going to be available.
Unless I just move it.
Yeah.
Oh, you could actually.
Oh, you actually can see. First of all, the stance bodies in the pre-painted colors are available. Gate green and competition silver.
No.
Tennis green.
Tennis green.
Tennis. Whatever.
That's how it was named incorrectly originally.
Yeah. It's supposed to be this tennis green competition silver. Those are available on the website.
Yes.
As well as pre-painted 4-dice
bodies, which you guys are familiar with.
So those are now available.
Blue and gray.
Regular blue, regular gray.
No fancy. Actually, this is should we say what inspired Brooklyn gray?
Brooklyn gray.
Yeah.
Yes.
Someone's car is a nice shaded gray, so we took that paint sample.
Yes. And did you hit post on your social media thing already?
No.
Oh, okay.
No leaks.
No leaks. So we also have a handful of other products that will show that are new today as well. Some are replacement stuff. Some are new that haven't been seen. And then we've got our most important announcement for the day, which is peeking in the corner there. A new tire with a new partner.
I have to text Michael when we're going live on that. Are you doing that?
Right, he's watching from the other room.
He says we glitch sometimes, and then he doesn't catch it.
We did replace the
glitching.
Modem, the router, the mesh system is the same, but we're wired. So we're going to hope that everything goes smoothly today.
So I'm going to post this product, and then
we'll get.
If Michael's watching, he will also turn it on.
Yes,
but I'll text him just in case.
So, but anyway, yeah. Thanks everybody for checking in.
Lots of guesses already, right?
I had nothing to do with the only thing I ever have to do with paint is
these are very clean.
Throwing an opinion at the color. That's about it. And it's a small weight.
I seem to like doing stripes on the hoods. See that?
Yeah, that makes sense. You know, it's amazing that we have a style that we don't deviate from.
Live. The product is live. So don't leave.
Yeah.
We're going to show you right now.
So the new product, new partner is shown here on the 4-dice, and these are the new Yokohamas. These are the Geolander MTs, 475 licensed tire.
Yep. By 165, they're 1.9 tires.
Yeah, 1.9s, 4.75 tall, true scale, 4.75 exact.
Red compound.
What
else?
Nice square profile. Geolander, if you're not familiar with it, name's been around a really long time.
Square profile.
Yeah, I have the other camera we can also show.
Nah, we'll go old school today.
So, yeah, they look great. This is stock foams in here currently. Yeah.
Yeah, this is right out of the bag. Oh, that's another thing we could talk about.
So, yeah, right out of the bag. They'll work great. If you want to do foams, we have the 475 foams that drop right in these as well.
Speaking of bags.
Oh, yeah, new bags.
New printed tire bag. We got glare. There we go.
Yeah. So, new.
We got the comp stance dude on there. Big logo just in case.
In case you don't know who the tires are from. But yeah, the nice new bags. They look good. Present well in there.
You want to hit that camera?
Yeah, let's try that.
Let's see if we can get a little better.
So, yeah,
your arm's in my way, Josh.
I was focusing for you. But yeah, you can see we got it mounted on some impacts with some red scarns on there currently.
Yeah, it's
probably brighten that up a little bit.
Pretty cool tread pattern. I mean, mud trains are always fairly aggressive, but we took that and kept the profile very scale looking. Sidewall isn't too crazy. All the details there, but it's not super aggressive as far as depth goes.
These measure right at 4.75 inches tall.
Yes.
Regardless of calipers that you're using.
So just as this has the stock foams in it. This has the 475 dual stage, which of course, having that dual stage, that firm inner in there, it's going to be a lot more supportive. So that's why you're seeing a little more of a round profile on there.
But yeah, the this is the dual stage here.
That's the dual stage.
And with a fresh dual stage in there, it will be a little bit more rounded, but these will flatten out pretty well. I'm running the dual stage in mine, and mine are pretty flat now.
Yeah, they break in. That outer layer is still an open cell foam.
It open cell foam, so it breaks in nice, keeps it nice and soft, but it does get a little bit more flat shortly after running. So they're a great tire. We've been running them for quite a while now.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
They tell you what I did at the comp?
I
Okay.
do. Brandon actually had them.
I ran them at the last local comp. I didn't. My loaner truck that my younger brother was driving, his first ever comp. And I was like, yeah, let's throw these tires on there.
Yeah.
Nobody paid attention.
Yeah.
Didn't know who he was. Just driving a VRD. He actually beat me on my course.
Yeah, he did. And yeah, they did really well. It's the same red compound. The lug spacing on them is nice, and it's not super tight, decently open like a mud train you'd expect. So the grip is good.
I might actually start running them. There's no reason they shouldn't perform.
Oh, as far as
especially on the rock,
on the comp side,
some rock,
yeah, comp side. I mean, yeah, we could run them at our local train and be plenty.
I'm going to put a set on my Phoenix. The Scale Challenge West is this weekend,
right?
Saturday, rain or shine. It's going to rain.
I will not be in attendance this
weekend. You don't
weekend.
like getting wet?
No, well, not because of that. I just have.
We'll see if I make it. I'm going to try it, and if I do, I'm definitely running these on my Phoenix.
So yeah, I've got them on a couple of different rigs, and I'm hoping to put them on my next little moon buggy since it's licensed tires only. Since it fits in that, I think it'll be a perfect fit for us.
We mentioned that on this live feed. We talk about moon buggies all the time.
Well, we talked about it last week because one of my moon buggies is up there, but we talked about it not being complete last time. But since we're both trying to drive buggy stuff more.
Yep.
That this is going to be the one that I'm choosing for the most part.
The new buggy class, the rules require a licensed tire. There's a 1.9 and 2.2. There's an unlimited, but licensed tires required. So this fits into that perfectly.
Yeah,
it should perform really well with the red compound. We're super excited to have Yokohama on board. Another licensed tire brand. They also have a extreme all terrain, extreme mud terrain. We kicked it off with the mud terrain. It's one of their best performing off-road tires.
Are these more rock or trail type? I think that you would be fine in just about any situation as far as that goes. They're not so close that I think they would load up with mud.
No, they should clear out really well. I think, one of the ways to kind of test that is, when you push down on them, if the lugs close up on each other, they don't typically like to clean out too well, but these don't seem to be doing that.
Yeah. So I don't think I've ran mine in mud. I know I haven't ran mine in mud. I rarely run in mud, but as far as like our normal trail riding or anything like that, yeah, this would be a solid performer in that type of situation. So I don't think you would have any issue there. Let's see. VP Moon Buggy next. You're right. If
we already have them, we don't have to make one.
Yeah, right. We both have one. we only make products that we don't already have our own of. So it's like, hey, we need that because I want that, and we don't have one. So going away from Falcons, adding to the line.
Yep.
Trying to add more and more options, and it's fun to work with more brands as well.
We would make them all if we could.
Yeah. So it's just a matter of that. But no change or anything there. You'll still see Falcons coming on all the cars that they currently do.
Yep. And these are taller than the Falcons. So
yeah. Did you bring a 465 in?
No, we probably have one right here. Today for the photos for the press release, I bolted them onto a Ford Ice that Michael and I built episode 7, I believe. So this one's lowered a little bit. We trimmed the fenders in that episode, and it's a good fit for 475s.
We don't have a loose on all straps.
So yeah, a 465 will clear without any fender trimming, but with this slightly taller, you can actually see it's lower here.
So
yeah, it looks taller on the screen. That's weird.
Yeah. But yeah, they're going to be a small difference in height there. You may be able to tell, or you may be able to tell yourself that you can tell, depending on what you're saying to your. Oops. Let me hide that so that it doesn't block the tire. The little, just a small amount different. You're gonna.
Their hair whiter too.
Little bit, yeah. It's hard to see much.
It's just.
Can't wait to try it, Bob. Yep, absolutely. They are available now. So
we just
turned them on the website.
Live feed. It's fun to do this live feed for product releases.
Yeah,
it's always better to post products in the morning, when everybody's just getting to work and they're still on their phones.
Yeah, it'd be great to do it when the scale news went up, but now we wait for this.
You have to. Oh yeah, this is all your schedule.
I know. I picked the schedule and I still hosed myself. Still scale news topics.
Yep. We need a VFD twin flip kit so you can run it reversed in a buggy.
Yeah, we've seen. It's been fun to watch the some of the buggy group. It's We Are Sea Rock is the one that we're talking about. And
did you 3D print that part for me?
Huh?
Remember I sent you the file for that bearing plate with the lockout?
No, I don't
remember the twin.
Don't remember that at all.
I think it was yesterday.
Or Friday. Could not remember it less.
All the leaks were done in the VRD carbon box.
Yeah. That the VRD carbon box did have a Yokohama logo on the sticker sheet.
Yeah, because the VRD kit wasn't it didn't have window decals or body decals. We're like, you know what? Let's just throw a bunch of partners on there and make it a cool decal sheet. We made the call to just throw Yokohama on there now, and we knew it was coming.
So, yeah, timing wise, they were all very close.
Yep.
So we had that. We do have a couple of other things. One that is wheel related also for you guys that have a Fordyce, or if you have any of the 0.8 Vanquish wheels.
So these are live on the site. Part number VPS 10413. This is a heavier option for clamp rings. We originally were looking at ways of adding weight to kits. We did the portal covers. Not everything has portals. So these are a centered metal clamp ring. They're actually heavier than our brass.
Yeah, a little heavier than the brass. They're only available in the 0.8-inch width. So they'll work with impacts and machetes, 101s, everything but tanks and 105s, basically. They'll work in the stock wheels that come on the VRD stance or the Fordyce. So you can drop these right in place if you like.
Drift wheels. Actually, Art, you could probably use these as drift wheels if you
want. So these are, like Brandon said,
0.8 heavier,
centered, a little bit heavier.
Yeah,
they're the same material. Oh, no, they're not the same material as the knuckle weights.
No, they are not.
They're different.
It's similar to like our gears in the RTR.
Yep,
great products. Very dense, very heavy. They are slightly larger diameter than our brass molded plastic or aluminum clamp rings. We did that just to add weight.
Yep.
They'll still fit. Actually, I bought some foams for that reason.
Yeah. So they'll still, like Brandon will pop open the two-stage foams. They still will push in there. Those closed cell foams will kind of open up around them without a problem. If you have a 3D printed foam that's maybe less forgiving, I guess that could be. I'm not 100% sure. It just depends on what you have.
Right. A 3D printed foam might be an issue. But yeah,
I don't imagine there'll be much of an issue though. It's not a huge difference. It's just a little bit.
Yeah.
But these are also a hair cheaper than the brass ones. They're heavier and a little cheaper. So
135 grams each. So 4.7 ounces, I believe it was, per piece. So you can add almost 9 to 10 ounces up front.
So yeah, a big difference there. But if you're not looking to add as much, you can still, of course, do brass. But these will be a good option for you guys who want to add a little bit of weight the easy way.
So the thought with this is we did the Riot wheels on the Fordyce, and they're also used on the VRD RTR. And those new molded plastic Riot wheels use our clamp rings. So now there's a lower cost option just to instantly add weight, big performance increase on either of those trucks.
Yeah. Dropping these in the Fordyce or the VRD stance is a great way to go. For sure. I think that's going to be something that's nice. And again, a little bit less expensive than the brass. So a bonus there also. Let's see. Any chance you guys offer a chassis mount for a servo winch on the VRD or 2 extender? It's not out of the question. It's something that we will likely look at some options of. There are already some options of people putting some 3D printed ones up. I've done one myself for the stubby version, but not a non-stubby. So yeah,
I liked Nabil's.
I don't think I saw his.
He mounted it right next to the transmission down in the skid plate, the mini servo, and just ran the line out the front.
Yeah.
So it keeps the weight nice and low, small servo.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Will there be a 1-inch option sooner or later? It's a possibility. Right now, it's not going to be, it's not on the sooner side for sure.
Yeah.
It's a possibility. Of course, we have the weight options for the 1-inch. And if these do take off, people want this style. Sometimes just that word brass will sell more than a version that's not.
Yeah.
So who knows? But
again, the goal with these was to fit those RTR wheels. They'll fit all of the 0.8 wheels, but just a low cost, big performance increase on the RTR products.
Yeah, it definitely is. The Fordyce with a little bit of weight up front is pretty much
dialed.
Yeah, it's just, you can just roll with that. Let's see. We had a handful of other things that hit the site kind of that were VRD related.
Carbon rails.
Oh, carbon rails are available. Yes. If you've got the Stance RTR and maybe you wanted to pick up the carbon rails as an option, those are on the website as well.
The sliders
and the replacement aluminum sliders. The sliders are the same on both the kit and the RTR. Right. So if you wanted to modify them, or you just wanted to have an extra set because you plan to modify, then those are available. Exact same design as previous. It's just a replacement part that hit the website.
And then we get asked every single live feed. Clear bedsides for the Phoenix are now in stock.
Yes.
VPS 10224.
And the gray or the
blue bedsides.
The blue bedsides for the Fordyce are also available separately now as well.
The gray was previously available because of the Phoenix, same color, and now the blue is. What is the price compared to brass clamp rings?
So, $25.99 on the new ones versus $32.99 on the brass. So save yourself $7.
And they are heavier. So if you need all that extra weight.
Yeah. Depending on what you're after, definitely.
Yeah. If you want rotating mass, having that weight in the wheels is nice. If you just want low center of gravity, no rotating mass. If you're running portals, brass portal covers.
Yeah, we got the 2 versions there.
Yep.
Well, 3 versions, I guess.
3. Yeah.
The cast style, the low offset, and the heavy.
Yep. And we, I think Josh and I kind of test and tune, and I run a combination of brass clamp ring, aluminum hub, and I think the lightweight brass on it right now.
And I'm running heavy brass, no wheel
clamp ring. Yeah.
And so we both have our, some different. I had a bunch of weight at one time. You were running some rear weight at one point. Are you still running rear weight?
So what I actually did was I'm running brass hubs in the rear now.
Okay.
And if there's a course that has crazy breakovers, I swap my front and rear wheels.
Yeah.
So I can instantly change but I do like just a touch of weight in the back. So I don't run the covers on the portals.
Okay.
I just run the hubs.
The hubs only.
And then, I've been doing that for a while. You probably never noticed that I swap wheels depending on the course.
You're usually chasing a kid around, so it's hard to tell. Any chance on rear bumper for the carbon instead of the angled one? So with that, you of course can flip it so that it pushes that angle upward. Also, the front and rear can be interchanged. So if you wanted to just grab another set of the bumpers, which are available now.
Nope.
No?
The listing's up. They're not inventory hasn't moved in yet. Okay. So I was going to talk about those, but they're coming. There's the whole plastic parts tree that has front and rear bumpers, body mounts, which are great because they're universal for most flat road chassis where the holes are close enough. All of those should be up this week as well.
So
but you can run the front bumper on the VRD on the back, vice versa.
I think it's a little shorter, isn't it?
It is shorter. So I did that because it basically gave you more options for tuning.
Yeah.
Not all bodies are the same. Not everybody runs the same body in the same position. So
yep. Let's see might we see a close up of the Yokohama tread next to the Falcon? Sure. Let's do that here.
Are you switching cameras?
Yes.
Okay. Am I holding it up?
I
Yep.
don't know. How do I want to do this? I forget.
Ooh, look at you go.
Just double clicking away. There we go. So I think I'm zoomed in as quite. Yeah, lift it up a little bit there. And so there you go. You can tell. Well, you can see the size difference a little bit more there as well.
Yeah, it's not much, but it's there.
Lug difference. Open a little bit more open probably on the Yokohama, but not by a ton.
Trying to get the lighting right on that.
Yeah. Give you something to
Different stiping, slightly different lugs. They are, I mean, in all honesty, they are somewhat similar, but
yeah, they're both an MT, so modeled after that.
Yep.
So it gives you a little bit there. But yeah, so a lot of those parts from the VRD Carbon have been available as aftermarket or replacement parts now. So if you have a stance, there's anything that you did want, I think you'll be able to get almost everything now from that kit. I don't think there's anything other than that last
skid plate mold is also.
Is that part of that one?
So there's 3 new molds for the VRD platform. There's the skid plate chassis components. That's not available yet. The bumpers and body mounts. And then there's the plastics from the stubby kit. And we will sell the plastics from the stubby separately by themselves. So it's those 3.
Yeah.
We kind of set priority on what we push through to get on the site as soon as tires were a big priority. And then we got the powder metal clamp rings and the other parts Josh mentioned. So
yeah, that'll give you plenty there. Yeah, beyond that, the new tires are going to be exciting. The compound is still the red compound is pretty excellent.
it's great. I mean, I haven't even considered trying anything else.
No. The stock foams have a nice amount of support. So you'll be able to run the stock included foam.
Yeah, they'll break down eventually.
Yeah.
And at that point, you could go to the 2-stage. I actually ran the 465s for a little bit because I didn't like initially how balloon and the 475 looked, but they break down pretty quick. And 475 is the way to go.
Yeah. Well, the VRD transmission. So the VRD is not a transmission. The VFD is the transmission. It's already available as well as all of the parts that are used on the version that comes in the VRD, but that won't be a separate or another transmission kit. It's just the regular VFD and it's got a bunch of option parts installed. So the VRD,
not to say we couldn't offer that, but
yeah,
we already sell all the parts.
Right.
And that's kind of, you buy that VRD carbon kit and you get all of that bundled together.
Yeah, that's basically the point with that. It's just option parts, and if you want to build it that way, everything's available.
Yep. So if you wanted to do that, it would be the lightweight motor plate, the aluminum posts, the lightweight gears for the front, and the T case.
That's it.
That's it.
Yep.
Yeah. It adds up quick. It is a lot, but
the VRD carbon's a really good deal when you add all
the stuff we put in there. Yep.
So, yeah, the upgraded shock parts, the transmission alone has got a really nice bill of materials to it.
All those machine gears in there, the machine motor plate, it makes, and the bearing plates. The bearing plates as well.
Those come with 21% overdrive.
Yes.
So they're already with that gear set.
Right. But I mean, to take a stock VFD and do all.
Right. Oh, that's what I'm saying. If you get that light,
I understand that.
Don't try and sell them doubles.
No, just the differences between the two.
So if I come by on Monday, do I need to bring donuts?
Yep.
I would say if you bring donuts, if you're coming around 9, if you're coming earlier than that.
Oh yeah. Come earlier. Let us all eat them before Josh shows up to work. Leave him the leftovers.
What's this cake donut? Nobody eats these. What's the advantage of the VRD shock parts? So the parts that come in the VRD carbon, the SAD shocks, the option parts there, it's got the hard anodized bodies in there.
And we also included the offset rod ends. So you could build the VRD carbon with a 90 mil shock, or you can run the -5 or +5. So you get 3 different shock lengths available.
Right.
It doesn't change the actual stroke of the shock. It's just a height change.
Right. So you still get the same amount of travel, just depending on how you want to tune your ride height. So a couple of option parts that are included for that hard anodized body is just slick. Are we going to see a new aluminum kit that Vanquish is known for? So like the Pro and the Ultra, which are discontinued now. Those are going, in the future, it's still a possibility for something like that to happen. At this time, of course, there's nothing that's you're not going to see it next Tuesday.
Even if you were, we wouldn't tell you.
Exactly. See,
because I get in trouble when I leak product.
Brandon would.
I would, but I'm not.
But no, at this point, there isn't anything that you'll see right away.
I'll point out again the VS410 Ford Ice RTR or the Phoenix kits. If you wanted to build a Pro, everybody has their own opinion on what axle looks best. We offer all the axles. You could get either an RTR or a kit, pick the axles you want, and you're ahead. Yeah, you're basically where a Pro was.
Right. So
if it's the look you're after, the bodies we will continue to support those bodies. They're coming back in stock. We may actually have them in stock still.
Which ones?
The half cab.
Yeah, those are still in stock.
They're still in stock.
I think
so the body's available.
Didn't we get the full cab back in stock?
Maybe the bumpers, the sliders, all that stuff for the VS410 platform. It's all interchangeable, so we'll keep supporting it.
Yeah. Brandon, blink twice. Josh hits you when you leak something.
Yeah.
So yeah, on the Ultra and Pro side, when we first released those as well, of course there was the limited first, then the Pro and the Ultra. We didn't have molded axles at all. So
right, everything. That was the way for us to do it.
Yeah, we kind of just baby stepped into be able to release the kit like we do, and now of course you can kind of build them how you want. But I loved my Pro. It's still one of my my Pro needs some love. It is
mine is
it's hurting.
Yeah, I still have my Origin on the shelf that's rough.
Oh man,
and in hindsight, it's like I really should have been nicer to that truck.
I know.
You remember the was it ASD?
Yeah,
where they had that hill climb.
Oh yeah,
and I
used
all the RPMs out of my 35 turn.
Yeah. I was running
and the poor thing would just tumble.
3100 kV on 4S.
I still made it further than you.
And you still had your I think I was driving in circles around you, just getting tired of waiting. That was why. So why aren't most of the trucks available on the site? So we do keep the listings for the Ultra, the Pro, the Limited. Those are all up. Just I guess you can just see some of the details of them. Yes, they're not purchasable. The Phoenix Eye. Phoenix. We talked about that. Those are coming back.
Yeah,
so, those are currently out of stock, but those will return. So you'll see more on those.
We're juggling inventory.
Yep.
Until it's just a learning game to know what's going to be in demand and what's not, and then we throw Trucks of Fortune into the mix, and and stuff goes out of stock, and it takes time to produce RTRs.
But that so it's just a matter of
no, that impact is not polished.
That it
should not
it's
have that
raw, but not polished, but
so
raw.
That's straight off the machine. This is one of the very first ones that Jim gave me, and I was test fitting. And then when the new tires showed up, I had this wheel on my desk, so I popped it together.
Yeah, it does have black hardware, of course. Yeah.
I had to.
Yeah.
If I'm going to go to inventory and grab hardware to put a wheel together, I'm going to grab the black hardware.
It does look good.
It looks so good.
It does look very nice. Yeah, I'll give you that.
I think I actually did clear impacts on a photo when we released them. That blue Origin.
Is that okay? Yeah. Yeah, I think that sounds about right. Yeah. Somewhere in there.
Because we didn't have them plated yet, but we needed photos.
Right. Yeah. Close. VFD stubby conversion coming back soon. Actually,
we're a ways out on those. I cannot believe the popularity of that kit.
Yeah.
I ordered what I thought was too many and was enough to support the kit and the RTR. And they're not coming back yet. But they're ordered, they're in process. We're a little ways out, so I apologize for that. I honestly didn't think enough people would be willing to buy a revolver and deal with some of the AM32 stuff. And they just flew a lot of them. So, and that goes back to the previous question of why some of the RTRs or kits are out of stock. We just don't know what's going to be a hit. And that stubby was one that blew me away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, they are becoming more and more. There's better and better information on them now, which,
Yeah.
you know, compared to even just six months to a year ago when both of us were having to like solder up these ESCs that were like, you know. So, but
it reminded me of drone stuff.
Yeah.
So Brandon messed it up.
Yes. Yes. That.
You only make mistakes if you do more.
Right. We do have.
Josh never makes mistakes because.
Yeah. I think stance bodies are the other one that you'll see before too long. Right.
Clear bodies?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully before the end of the month for sure.
Yeah.
But stance bodies those immediately started moving well, and we reordered accordingly. Second batch flew, and we already had. We're ready for that.
Yeah. So the study kit makes the VFD usable in May the 4th.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and you know I don't know that I've watched that as much, but I've watched most of the videos on the VRD that have popped up, and a lot just seeing the amount of videos of people who've got their VRD or VRD carbon, and it swapped it in and put a YouTube video up. Or it's wild to see how many of them are up there and seeing all the people that have been making the videos on it.
Brian says, hire an inventory control expert. It's not just inventory control; it's knowing how popular something.
Yeah, it's one of
the, you can't control that.
Yeah, you can just order a bunch and then
they just set.
They set, which is not an issue or not something that we can always just be like, that's fine.
Yeah. No, we do our best. You can't always judge what the market's going to do.
Yeah. As far as timeline on the Phoenix restocks, we don't have a date to give you on that.
Straight axle restock. Yeah. I will say the portal kits are coming first.
Yes.
I know since those ran out first, the reorder, that's,
Yeah. The tennis screen.
Oh, there it is. Gate green. I mean, tennis ball gates.
It's where it was.
We went back and forth on the name. Tennis green is what we decided on, but he's holding on to
to what the other one.
No ETA on the stubby kit.
Yeah.
So
the this order is marked as what does it actually? It depends. It depends on the actual order. Sometimes if there's a confirmation that needs to be made, especially if it's like a first time order or there's some sort of flag, then they have to get cleared and they just get moved to somebody, and you'll either see an email or a phone call generally.
Yep. Or just reach out to us.
Yeah, you can reach out to customer service.
But yeah, if our shipping guy sees something a little abnormal in the order, he'll just mark it. We look into it.
If an address doesn't get confirmed, little things like that.
Unfortunate in today's times, but we have to check everything.
Yeah, agreed. Also, it's just you two guys. No, Brandon and I are actually. Well, I've been here.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, no. I've been here 8 years now.
Yeah.
Yesterday, it was 8 years yesterday. Brandon been here about 7.
6.5, 7.
Yeah, somewhere
7.
Something like that. And then Ripper Machinist Jim, who's been on here before that, he's one of the original co-founders. Steve has butterflied in and out a couple of times.
Or screamed from the other room.
Yeah, or screamed from the other room. Yeah. But no, we have
Michael's been here.
Michael's
right between us, right?
Yeah. Michael does. Let's see. No, he came after you, didn't he?
Was it after?
I don't remember.
You know, when you spend so much time with someone in an office, it feels like
and as much time as Brandon works at home, it's hard to tell.
It's when I get stuff done.
Yeah. But you know, we joined after the business was established. It was an aftermarket parts company solely when we both came.
It was a machine shop, everything made here in the US.
Yep. Now we've expanded on some of the other stuff as well with the full kits and RTRs and all of that. It's
gears, bodies, tires, all the stuff that we won't make in house.
Yeah.
And that's what got us to the kit and RTR level. It's fun. We love it.
So what did I miss? Mainly the new Yokohama Geolander tire. That's our biggest new release of the day. New partner, new tire, new size. Well, not new size. Kind of. 4.75 inch tall Geolander. MT. So nice, aggressive, licensed scale tire. And we didn't have a licensed tire in that size yet.
Right.
So first one for us.
Ooh, we have Facebook. You gonna?
Oh, it is. Yeah, we're
After
late.
3:30.
So appreciate everyone joining who's on the Facebook side. We'll do the last 24 or so minutes on YouTube. So you can jump over to the Vanquish Products YouTube channel. Appreciate all you guys joining over there. Go subscribe to the YouTube though, so that you get those notifications. Much appreciated. We'll see you guys from Facebook next time. Otherwise,
Michael texted me, the commenter who reached out about awaiting fulfillment. Michael's already checked on your order. Looks like you ordered yesterday, so you're just in the queue to get your stuff shipped out.
yeah.
If you see that awaiting fulfillment for more than 2 working business days, then reach out.
Yeah, if you just ordered like a day ago, then
when we have big product releases, sometimes it takes us 2-3 days to get orders out,
especially on right after a Monday. So
because we have Friday nights, Saturday, Sunday, Monday mornings, all those orders to catch up on. So we do our best. But that's probably what's happening.
Yeah, that's most definitely.
Michael also told me both Origin bodies are out of stock.
Really?
I thought we got a big batch of those in. I'm going to have him go count inventory.
Yeah.
I want to say we have those, but
I know.
Could be wrong. You guys may surprise me again with on something.
Q Series lights. I thought that those were in stock, but if not, those are something that get run in batches at times. We ran a very large batch the last time. They were in stock for quite some time. So if they're out of stock now, then they'll just have to get queued up for the next round of them. Those things can be a little bit of an interesting one, just because that was a project that was done in like 2014 or so.
Yeah.
And it's a really nice chip that's used, and then it's modified here in-house after the fact to fit into our heat sink that we machine and all that. But just that chip that goes in there is a fun little sourcing event to handle. And then of course modifying chips on machines, getting them built and all that. But those will be something that you'll see before. And Michael says they'll be coming back soon, so they must already be
in the works,
going through the production cycle.
I saw someone added up all the VFD parts right at the top. Go up one. Yeah.
There you go. 350 VRD trans and all the upgrades.
VRD is actually $429. It's even better.
Yeah, $429. That's your
the kit. The VRD carbon's $429.
Yeah.
Need to buy another VRD carbon.
Yeah. So that's kind of how things happen in kits. Oftentimes, if you tried to just build a Fordyce with all spare parts, it would get very expensive. But you end up adding every bit of packaging, everything on top of each other, and it can add up. So, but the VRD carbon is a steal of a deal for sure.
See, someone asked for XMT Yokohama, and then right after that, any XL tires. So, I mean, you guys are asking for larger tires or another licensed tire.
Larger than 475.
Well, right now, like, if you guys have any feedback on tire sizes, just pop them in the comments, because I have an idea of what I would like. Josh probably has a different opinion, so it's always good to hear what
I have more factual, correct opinions
based on
hours of market research. And a narrow 2.2. Yes.
Narrow 2.2 wheels.
Or narrow 2.2 tires.
No leaks.
Oh,
I can't.
The 2.2 tires generally are.
You stop touching my
tire.
That's mine.
Something. I can't have something loud.
This is Josh laughing.
Yeah. No, I don't. It's quiet. Your guys are the ones who are like dragging your keys across the table.
Big boggers.
Oh God.
Any ETA on the capper front steer axles?
I believe they're building shafts.
Still?
Like building heat treated shafts.
Okay, so heat treat's back.
I believe so. Yeah.
That has been the longest project.
In
the history of product requests.
Yeah, that's definitely.
We still have good stock on the axle housings, just the shafts.
So I run Mickey Thompson Baja. I don't know why.
Isn't Proline making those?
They do
now? Yeah.
Is
Is that the size Proline makes? Or is that
so.
the RC4 drive?
I'm not 100%
A
sure.
525 1.9.
Oh my goodness.
That would have some serious sidewall roll.
exactly
14-inch rim.
Yeah. The
Now keep them coming. It's fun to see what you guys would like to see.
you know, it's we can continue to ridicule. He has to fidget. Suspension, shocks, knives, whatever it is.
Yep.
Fidgeting.
Did you remember your knife today?
I did.
Because you borrowed mine yesterday.
I know.
I have yet to find my knife since then.
I handed it back to you. I remember.
I don't know where it went.
And I was and I couldn't open anything yesterday. It felt like a Yokohama livery body on the way. I don't think that you'll
throw some graphics on a Fordice.
Yeah, it's gonna. I mean, you get a gray Fordice. It's great. It's a perfect background. Throw some red and black on it.
Yeah.
Brandon was building the wheels today, and he chose the black impacts with some red rings, just because
Yokohama colors.
Yokohama covers. Advan.
No, actually, Michael chose these. I can't take credit.
Did he? No, he wanted. Was it you that wanted a bad combo? I can't remember. One of you had a bad idea.
I just didn't want to build them. So thank you, Michael, for assembling these wheels.
Michael did a great job on that. He did.
Yep.
And he did a full set of 4. I thought he was just going to do 2 so you could take
I had to get the full set. I saw a question. Go up a little bit. There was one about. Oh, nah.
Oh, okay.
Nah. Sorry.
Are those metal or plastic?
You guys can't force me to leak stuff.
Yeah.
So
these are our impacts, our KMC impact. They're aluminum with the red Skarn beadlock ring, the best beadlock ring.
Comp guys are running 1.9 stretched on a narrow 2.2 wheels. You know, I saw a couple guys at our last local comp doing that.
Oh, really?
Because they're able to suck, to get more weight down low,
and
then they're able to narrow them up a bit because it fits over the portal covers.
Interesting.
I don't know if our local rules allow that. We're just being lenient.
Yeah.
But I see that a lot. It is common. Typically, I don't do that because the rules say 1.9 tires. I just assume that means 1.9 wheels. But
they did remove that in some of them and just go by tire height now.
Yeah, right.
So
then that's fine as well.
But our local rules, we don't specify some of like the
they're super lenient, which is great for newcomers.
Cheater-esque wheels and things like that.
Yep.
So,
and
but yeah,
they work really well.
The dredger is the best ring. Not even the dredger. I do like the dredger as well. The only thing the dredger doesn't allow is for you to use IFRs.
Right.
So it's got that little bit of extra detail on it already, which is very similar to like the Skarn style.
Why do you like the Skarn?
Yeah.
No, the dredger is my favorite as well. I really like that one.
I just really like the Skarn. The name of the Skarn is the best. So. It would have been awesome if it was a whole truck, but small victory.
It still happened.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? Actually, that's what I was going for originally. We were naming a truck.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, look at this name after a rock.
And I was like, I love it. Let's do it. And then it kept getting shot down otherwise. Dang it.
Yeah. Did we blindly apply it to this ring without like everyone discussing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We named the
Omni and Delta.
The Omni, the Delta, and the Skarn all in one day in probably like 35 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was just like making the listings, got it done. Barcodes are up, packaging now.
Yeah.
So.
It was time.
Done. And then right away, Brandon's looking at his phone at the comments going, What is
everybody talking about?
Who's Michael Skarn?
Oh, geez.
What's that?
It auto tagged our product, so it says the Falcon Wild Pig. I'm going to fix that. Sorry, I'll be on my phone for a minute, guys.
Yeah. Facebook's AI is incorrectly auto.
Yeah, they'll auto tag the product, but it auto tagged the Yokohama as a Falcon, so we can't.
Yeah, that's
we can't look that unprofessional.
I would buy a truck called Skarn. Exactly. No. The Skarn rings match my factory 101 KMC machete beadlock rings. Yeah, I think that KMC calls that style an excavator style, which I think is the dredger. Actually, I think more because it's got,
like the dredger. Yeah,
the dredger actually has the small center portion poked through, which is more like the KMC style, I believe. And the
So is
the
it
dredger, like dredger, excavator, they're similar names, but without having to go through, because if they work on methods and all that, just to make it easier on everybody.
thanks Instagram AI for correctly tagging our products? Almost. I got to fix it on Facebook now too.
Oh, joy. And I got locked out of my Instagram today.
Good.
Someone
You get
was trying to get in there. So it locked me out. I had to do a whole process. It says it's going to take like 3 business days.
Really?
Oh,
To get back on your Instagram?
yeah. I use the
I thought you had
I
2-step
do,
and everything.
and that's why I think it locked everything out.
Wow.
Super annoying.
Okay, didn't tag us on Facebook, just
Okay.
on Instagram.
There you go. Well, that's good.
Fixed. Let me know what you guys think of the photo I took of the truck for our social media post. That is right in front of one of our original Metzeros, like the
original 2000,
Yeah.
2016.
that arrived. You were here when
I
that
was
arrived.
here. Yep.
I came right after it's installed.
Yep.
Yeah.
We I think we bought that on the trip that we came down, and
Oh,
no, never
guys-
mind. That was a different one. That was a different trip. We bought that up in the bay, not here. So
for a We Rock RTR. Scarn's a great name.
yes. Yes, I'll paint it gold. It will be golden face.
Do we sell just the front cap or housings?
Uh
Yes, they're just out of
well,
stock.
no, it comes
With the
no,
shafts, of
it's
course.
only with everything, since it requires everything. So what are you guys using? If you go 2-in-1 option, I was kind of fond of my Fusions at this point. So I personally run the Fusion Pro in my Fordyce. The 2300 kV is the one that I run. I have
same.
Yeah.
I've ran the SE as well, actually, and it did fine. I think the BC is just a little lacking in.
I've got the 1800 kV Fusion SE in my budget build Fordyce as well. So yeah, that one drops right in there. But
Did you drive that one?
Have I driven it? I don't remember.
A little too flashy to drive for you.
Pretty flashy.
Like a Hot Wheels.
Yeah, exactly. It's weird how that happened. But the 2300 kV is pretty perfect in the Fordyce. Again, just a little bit of weight up front, and then that and ideally, I like a servo in there too. But
yeah. Yep. Did you see the post about someone thinking the wheels were not legitimate Vanquish wheels because of the 4-bolt pattern?
Oh, I did not.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys have looked at different styles of wheels, but we actually lay out the bolt patterns based on the wheel style.
Yeah.
That way the bolts land behind the spoke.
Right. So we have 4, 5, and 6-hole rear rings based on what it requires to make the face pad. Otherwise, we would have to either tighten the pattern and make larger bosses. The impact, the spokes are so fine on it that if you look through, you can still see the bosses in a couple of spots.
And it would have had to have been 8 bolts or 4, I think, is why that ended up that way.
And that's why the 105s run a 6.
The 310s run a 6 because it's 6 fat spokes.
Yep. 101s are 5.
I was just remembering that.
I think there's one other wheel that runs a 4.
Well, the old OMFs were 4.
And the old 8 shooters were a 4, but I don't. Maybe there's nothing else beyond that.
Ooh, that other new wheel will be a 4.
Yeah. How are the Fusions on a trail truck? That's where
they're great.
Find them to be an easy one.
Yep.
It is nice. The BEC is beefy enough that you don't have to run an external BEC, regardless of what servo you're putting in there. It's easy.
They just lack a little wheel speed and punch sometimes.
Yeah, little soft on the punch, and you can only run up to 3S, no 4S.
Right.
Which I was often running 4S on mine. Not honestly, I've just gone to the 2-in-1s a lot lately because of
install time, simplicity, no soldering. Yeah,
you just drop it in there.
There is something about like a Tekin RX4 3100 4S.
Yeah, it's
way more power than you could ever use.
It is nice.
Yeah, Josh ends up just jumping his truck.
Yeah, and jump over everything, running into everybody else's, giggling, driving circles in the sand, whatever it takes. So, but yeah, that's so as much as I do like the Fusions, I do of course wish that they had a little bit more power, but it's fine.
They're packing a lot into that package.
Yeah, it's like it's 95% excellent, nice and smooth. But let's see, 1-inch wheels and tires. Even I don't run 1-inch wheels and tires. I run.
Oh yeah, you're cheating, and
I'm not cheating.
Yes,
it's
you are.
completely legal. It's just slightly not 1-inch. It doesn't say it has to be.
If anybody's competing with Josh at the 624 comps, pull his rig aside, check the rules. He's cheating. I know he's having a lot of fun with that stuff right now. I am not getting sucked into it.
Yeah, nobody else has time. All right, especially because we have events like every 2 weeks.
So there's another comp. There's a January comp. There's a Scale Challenge West this weekend.
There's a 124 scale comp this weekend.
I think the 20th is the next.
Yes, the 19th.
Okay.
Local. If you're in the Sacramento area and you want to come to the next local event, it's generally a great turnout. Good courses.
Great courses. The last event had excellent courses.
Yeah, I think we ran 4 courses.
Yep.
Yeah, last event as well.
They were smooth. You were able to finish them, but you had to drive smart to not get a bunch of penalties.
So not too intimidating. Pretty lax on the rules. You can come and just give it a shot.
Yeah, you can. I mean, if you picked up a brand new VRD stance RTR, you'd have no issues.
Yeah,
the courses that's exactly what it's built for.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
The go-to servo for trail trucks.
So I've been back and forth between Protex. The 1K is wild powerful. I ran that on my stubby for a long time, and the poor bottom of that servo was destroyed, but it held up just fine. And then I went to a Reefs 800 low profile.
Gotcha.
But that's for my VRD with the servo behind the axle.
Right.
So I have no issues with either.
In my trail trucks,
I ran a Protec 370. Sorry, I didn't see the trail truck.
370 TBL you've been running. Yep. My trail tracks are kind of all over the place. I have the 1K, the Protec 1K in my Ripper. And then I've got the Reef Smart 900 in my Fordyce.
What's in your Pro?
My Pro still has a Tekin servo.
Yeah,
the Tekin 360.
Which I still have a few trucks with Tekin. Or
I don't have any with.
I have a 440 in
the 440s are the ones that I couldn't get to last.
Yeah, they get a little gear slop and then they start to twitch.
They start.
Yep. Yeah. Apparently that's programmable.
Interesting.
You can tune that out.
The 360 it lasted a long time in there, and even though it's not as much power as I've normally ran, I've got more hours on that thing than anything. But yeah, like now I'm running a lot of the Reef Smart servos because they're for one, in trail trucks they're not direct power, so they're easy. I just plug them in. As long as I got a beefy enough ESC or BEC, it's good to go. So that's been my route there. And I'm not sure. I know he's got the 900 and the 1100 Smart. I assume that there's some other ones as well.
Yep.
Those are both pretty rowdy servos for just a trail truck. It's a lot of power.
Somebody asked if we do anything in the Southeast. So we're not actually hosting these events we're talking about. We're just attending because they're local to us.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten to the point where we're doing our own events yet.
Yeah.
Other than attending and having some presence there, but setting up a booth. Or
if you're in the Southeast-ish, there is a lot of groups down there. I know a large event is, I think, ECC, East Coast Championship, happens down in the Gadsden, Alabama, Cherokee Rock Village. That's like one of the best events if you're in that southeast portion of the states. Definitely worth trying to make it to. And then if you can find that, look up the groups that are hosting it. And I'm sure that they've got more regular, local events going on as well. So that'd be my best bet is find something like that and connect with the group.
Oh, now Reef shows up after we just gave him a shout out. He missed it.
Reef's RC. This could be Paul now. Because
true.
I saw Paul Wilhite has announced that he is now brand manager over at Reef's RC. So don't know who's checking in, but could be anybody. So yeah. Anyway, we've got 4 minutes left.
Yep.
Hopefully you guys are
new tires are in stock, ready to ship. If If you guys get your orders in today, they'll probably go out tomorrow.
Yep.
Um,
The new
look forward to hearing what you think.
heavy powder metal
Those are in stock.
inner clamp rings are also in stock. VPS 10413, a little heavier than the brass, a little bit larger, but also a little bit less expensive. 0.8 inch width only, so they'll work with anything but tanks and 105s as far as the Vanquish wheels go. That'll get you rolling there. And again,
And if you want dual stage foams for them, the 475s.
Yep, 475 is the type, is the foam, the stance foams that you would want with these if you want to upgrade foams right away. And they come in new fancy bags.
Yes. New bags of crap.
New bags.
Oh, you know what we forgot to do?
What's that? Oh yeah, that's so.
Weren't we going to go back and do that?
We did discuss it. The new bags, depending on where you get, they do not have the sombrero or the hole punch, depending on the
Speaking
style.
of Josh's mistakes.
Nope, that was in the. It was in my template file. It was. I think you approved that these got made. It's Brandon. It's
I
Brandon.
said, hey, are you good with these bags? Yeah, they're great. Let's go.
So anyway, that'll about do it for this week. Thanks for joining again.
Yep. Thank you guys.
And we'll have more for next week. I'm not sure what yet, but I'm sure
More releases?
Possibility. Who knows?
I think we're pushing it.
Yeah, probably. It was a good month. It's a good start to 2024. Hopefully you guys are having a good time as well. Hit your like button on the way out as it goes. So thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
See you on the next
Have
one.
a good week.